Hello and welcome to Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. Let's start with our top story. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today held a review meeting with Chhattisgarh CM Bhupesh Baghel and top officials of security forces in Jagdalpur over Naxal attack. Amit Shah assured the countrymen that this battle against Naxalism will be intensified and we will win it in the end. He added that both central and state governments are working in tandem on two fronts: intensify development works in tribal areas and fight against armed groups. The Home Minister said that government stands shoulder to shoulder with the families of the martyrs in this time of crisis. Earlier, Union Home Minister and Chhattisgarh Chief Minister paid tributes to 14 security personnel who lost their lives in the Naxal attack in Jagdalpur. Amit Shah laid the wreath at the coffins of the martyrs. With the completion of its majestic arches today, the construction of the iconic Chenab Arc Bridge, which will soar 359 meters above the bed of the river and 30 meters higher than the Eiffel Tower in Paris, reaches another milestone. The bridge will provide the much-needed all-weather connectivity between Kashmir and the rest of the country. CMD Konkan Railway Corporation Limited Sanjay Gupta said that several challenges were faced during the completion of arc of the bridge. He added that by next year, bridge will be completely functional. The bridge is part of 272-kilometer Kashmir Rail Link project. It is the biggest civil engineering challenge faced by any railway project in India. It will include a 14-meter dual carriageway. Preparations underway in Kerala for the single-phase polling for 140 assembly constituencies tomorrow by polls to Malappuram parliamentary seat in Kerala will also be conducted. Polling for 234 constituencies in Tamil Nadu and the Kanyakumari Lok Sabha seat will begin at 7 a.m. and will close at 6 p.m. Voters, polling staff and security officials will have to wear masks and maintain social distancing. Thermal screening of voters will be conducted at the polling station. The Election Commission has made adequate arrangements in wake of COVID-19. Election Commission of India will organize International Virtual Election Visitors Program 2021 for foreign election management bodies and organizations from today during the ongoing assembly elections in Assam, Kerala, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. Over 106 delegates from more than 26 countries across the world are participating in the two-day program. They include Afghanistan, Australia, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Malaysia, Maldives, Mauritius, Mongolia, Nepal, Russia and South Africa. The program for IEVP 2021 comprises a briefing session online which would provide to the participants an overview of the large canvas of Indian electoral process. A suspicious object was found near National Media Centre in New Delhi, after which bomb squad and dog squad reached the spot. Bomb disposal squad team of CISF checked item thoroughly and explosives was ruled out, and the wrapped item turned out to be a plastic toy. The Bombay High Court has directed CBI to conduct preliminary inquiry into corruption allegations against Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh. Petitioner Dr. Jayashree Patil said that High Court has asked the CBI Director to conduct a preliminary inquiry within 15 days and to register an FIR if any cognizable offence is found. Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh submits resignation to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. NCP leader Nawab Malik said party has requested to the CM to accept his resignation. Union Minister and BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad said BJP expects that all the ramifications of this issue ought to be investigated fairly, properly, and those involved must be brought to book. Uttarakhand witnessing unprecedented forest fires, over 1,000 incidents of forest fire over the last 6 months, including 45 recently. To participate in firefighting operations in nearby jungles, Indian Air Force's helicopter has arrived in Koti colony area of Tedi Garhwal. IAF is using M17 helicopter for the operations. Defence Research and Development Organisation has developed an advanced shaft technology to safeguard the naval ships against enemy missile attack. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid tributes to Babu Jagjeevan Ram on his Jayanti. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with students, teachers and parents all over the world at Pariksha Pe Charcha 2021 at 7 p.m. on 7th April 2021 through video conference. The Prime Minister tweeted saying, "A new format, several interesting questions on a wide range of subjects and a memorable discussion with our brave exam warriors, parents and teachers. Watch Pariksha Pe Charcha at 7 p.m. on 7th April. After a weak opening, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange lost ground and had tumbled 870 points to 49,159. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange had slumped 229 points to 14,637. Gold prices dipped by 0.13% to reach at 45,359 rupees per 10 gram. Silver prices also registered a fall of 0.21% to settle at 64,952 rupees per kilogram. Global crude oil prices slipped today after OPEC and its allies agreed last week to gradually ease some of its production cuts between May and July. Crude oil prices also slides down today to reach at 4,438 rupees per barrel. RBI's first monetary policy committee meeting of the financial year has begun in Mumbai. The meeting, which lasts for 3 days, will decide on the future of key interest rates as well as the current state of the economy. A growth rate of 10.5% has been forecast for this financial year. However, the manufacturing PMI level in March was 55.4, which is a 7th-month low. Indian rupee ended 19 paise low at 73.30 per dollar amid selling saw in the domestic equity market. The government has introduced an ordinance for a pre-packaged insolvency resolution process for pandemic-hit micro, small and medium enterprises, which will be completed within 120 days. At least 55 people have died after flash flooding and landslides hit Indonesia and Timor-Leste on Sunday. Torrential rain sparked widespread destruction with floodwater from overflowing dams submerging thousands of homes on the islands. Rescuers are still attempting to find survivors. The affected area stretched from Flores Island in eastern Indonesia to the neighboring nation of Timor-Leste. Deputy Prime Minister of Jordan, Ayman Safadi, said on Sunday that King Abdullah's half-brother and former Crown Prince, Prince Hamza, liaised with foreign parties over a plot to destabilize the country. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency in Florida after the Manatee County Public Safety Department ordered a complete evacuation of the Piney Point Reservoir site and its surrounding areas following the leak from a large pond of toxic wastewater. In a significant development in the fight against COVID-19, the cumulative number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country has crossed 7.9 crore mark today. Cumulatively, 7,91,05,163 vaccine doses have been administered through 12,31,148 sessions as per the provisional report till 7 a.m. today. As on day 79 of the vaccination drive, 16,38,464 vaccine doses were given, out of which 15,40,7 676 beneficiaries were vaccinated across 21,508 sessions for first dose and 97,788 beneficiaries received second dose of the vaccine. 8 states account for 60% of the cumulative vaccine doses given so far. India's daily new cases continue to rise. Over 1 lakh new cases were registered in the last 24 hours. 8 states have shown a steep rise in the COVID daily new cases. 81.90% of the new cases are reported from these 8 states. Maharashtra has reported the highest daily new cases at 57,074. It is followed by Chhattisgarh with 5,250, while Karnataka reported 4,553 new cases. India's total active case load has reached 7,41,830. It now comprises 5.89% of the country's total positive cases. A net incline of 50,233 cases recorded from the total active case load in the last 24 hours. 5 states account for 75.88% of the total active cases in the country. Maharashtra alone accounts for nearly 58.23% of the total active case load of the country. India's cumulative recoveries stand at 1,16,82,136 today. The national recovery rate is 92.8%. 52,847 recoveries were registered in the last 24 hours. 478 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. 8 states account for 84.52% of the new deaths. Maharashtra saw the maximum casualties, 222. Punjab follows with 51 daily deaths. More than 13 crore 19 lakh people worldwide have contracted COVID-19 so far, while over 10 crore 62 lakh have recovered from the virus. The deadly virus has so far claimed more than 28 lakh 67,000 lives globally. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson will set out plans to reopen the economy. Johnson will give an update on his staggered plan to ease restrictions in the coming months. The gradual relaxation of rules will also be aided by the increase in testing availability. European Union Council President Charles Michel called for the departure of all foreign fighters from Libya during his visit to the capital city of Tripoli on Sunday. Bangladesh goes into week-long lockdown from today to curb the spread of COVID-19. All public transport services, including roads, waterways, railways and domestic flights, will remain suspended. The nor'wester storm sweeps over different areas across Bangladesh, including the capital Dhaka on Sunday evening, with 4 people killed in the northern districts of Gaibandha. Pope Francis on Easter Sunday urged the world to quicken distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, particularly to the world's poor, and called armed conflict and military spending during a pandemic scandalous in his Easter message. Iran and the United States will be holding indirect talks in Vienna from Tuesday as part of broader negotiations to revive the 2015 nuclear deal between Tehran and global powers. Domestic tourism is warming up in Vietnam after a long period of stagnation due to COVID-19. Along with the task of ensuring people's safety amid the pandemic, localities across the country are preparing for the summer. A dance tournament was held in Hanoi, Vietnam, to give visually impaired dancers a place to demonstrate their skills and talents in dance. These visually impaired athletes studied for 3 years, and medals have become a source of light for these athletes. Mueksong Sports Center, which is the venue for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, held an ice hockey game with audience attendance on Sunday to test its readiness for the upcoming Winter Olympics. Spectators were required to present a green code to verify their health status and travel history at the entrance. The Beijing 2022 Olympic Winter Games will be staged from February 4th to 20 next year, with the Paralympic Winter Games following on March 4th to 13th. A cherry blossom festival is taking place for the first time in 2 years in Japan's northeastern town of Tomoika, near the site of the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster. The annual festival resumed in 2017 after an evacuation order was partially lifted but was cancelled last year due to coronavirus. Thousands of runners took part in a 5-kilometer race in Moscow Sunshine, an event organized to mark the start of spring. More than 5,000 people took part in the race. The first national saffron exhibition is being held in the Algerian western province of Oran, with 28 provinces taking part in showcasing their successful experiences in the production of the red gold. Wearing an eye-catching rhino head hat and a box labelled Dongeng Keliling or fairy tales in Bahasa, Indonesia, environmental activist Samsuddin visited villages to teach children about coastal erosion and how mangrove trees can help preserve the environment. The Latvia Fund for Nature's white-tailed eagle cam showed female eagle Milda flying the nest yet to return to her egg hours later. Milda's partner Raimis reportedly left the nest days ago and has not returned since, causing concern over the safety. Such a significant delay in his return may signal that he is either injured or dead. Christian denominations that follow the Western calendar in Syria celebrated on Sunday Easter. The day marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Germany sobs one of Europe's oldest and smallest minorities celebrated Easter in the traditional manner. People celebrated the festival by singing at the break of dawn and costumed horseback processions through the villages of Lusatia. Farming communities are experiencing severe labor shortages with the arrival of the busy farming season in South Korea's capital Seoul. The pandemic has barred their entry of over 10,000 laborers since last year. Indonesia's coastal line has been eroding, but farmers have found a way out. They have started growing mangroves to form a natural levee. An Egyptian museum which now houses a collection of ancient Egyptian mummies officially opened its doors to the public, with the mummies due to go on display later this month. Visitors can use interactive screens in Egyptian museum to learn about the Stone Age, the Old and Middle Kingdoms, the Greek-Roman Empire and Islamic as well as Coptic civilizations. Sports now, rifle shooter Lavnil Valavran has been included in a 15-member Indian shooting contingent for the Tokyo Olympics. Manu Bhaker is slated to represent the country in 3 events. Bhaker will be fielded in both the women's 25-meter pistol alongside the experienced Rahi Sarnobut, and in her pet 10-meter air pistol event with Yashaswini Deswal, she will partner Saurabh Chaudhary in the mixed team event. Pistol quota winner Chinky Yadav, who had claimed a gold in the Delhi World Cup last month, could only earn a reserve spot. India win 21 medals, including 5 golds in Dubai Para Badminton International. Pramod Bhagat wins gold in singles and doubles in Dubai Para Badminton International. South Africa beat Pakistan by 17 runs and levelled the 3-match ODI series 1-1. Pakistan opener Fakhar Zaman hit a stunning 193 but could not prevent South Africa winning the second ODI by 17 runs. Sevilla recorded from missing an early penalty to beat La Liga leaders Atletico Madrid 1-0 at home and hand a lifeline to title challengers Barcelona and Real Madrid. Manchester United extended their unbeaten run in the Premier League to 10 matches with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over Brighton at Old Trafford. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side fell behind after just 13 minutes as Danny Welbeck once again found the back of the net against his former club. Man United's Mason Greenwood won the game for them with a header at the death, but to argue that they deserved it would be stretching things a little. Joe Willock's late equaliser secured a deserved and vital 2-2 draw for Newcastle against Tottenham, with Spurs missing the chance to go fourth. Southampton fought back from 2-0 down to beat Burnley and claim a crucial 3 points in the battle for Premier League survival. Real Sociedad fans celebrated in San Sebastian amid a large police presence after their team won the rescheduled 2020 Copa del Rey final, beating Athletic Bilbao 1-0. Poland's Hubert Hurkacz claimed his first ATP Masters title by beating Italian teenager Jannik Sinner in the Miami Open final. Hurkacz won 7-6, 6-4 in 1 hour and 43 minutes to become the first Polish singles player to win one of the ATP's top-level events. Japanese swimming star Rikako Iki defied the odds and secured an Olympic berth after the leukemia survivor won the women's 100-meter butterfly at the national championships. Former world number 1 Jordan Spieth won the Texas Open by 2 shots to end a victory rout of nearly 4 years. After a series of 5 missed cuts this year, Indian golfer Anirban Lahiri finally heaved a sigh of relief, signing off with a 3 under 69 to finish 5th at the Valero Texas Open. Actor Taapsee Pannu began shooting for her upcoming movie Shabash Mithu. The film is a biopic based on the life of Indian cricketer Mithali Raj. Bollywood actor Rakul Preet Singh has also begun shooting for upcoming Dr. G. The film is a directorial of Anubhuti Kashyap. The curtain finally came up on Broadway as NY Pops Up showcased Tony Award-winning dancer Savian Glover, offering a tribute to frontline workers with his dance, and fellow Tony Award winner Nathan Lane performed a new monologue called Playbills. LeBron James is the new NBA star, joining the Toon Squad in Space Jam: A New Legacy, a sequel to the 1996 film starring basketball legend Michael Jordan. Godzilla vs. King Kong has taken box office by storm, setting a pandemic record with $48.5 million debut. American anchor and singer Zendaya has been roped in to voice the character of Lola Bunny in the upcoming movie Space Jam: A New Legacy. The highly anticipated trailer of upcoming movie Space Jam: A New Legacy has been dropped. The film is the sequel of Space Jam. American singer and songwriter Carrie Wood performed a virtual show performing her album My Savior live on Easter. Late American actor and singer Naya Rivera will posthumously voice the character of Catwoman in the upcoming Batman: The Long Halloween. Singer and songwriter Justin Bieber has released a 6-track EP titled Freedom. Justin had just released his album Justice on March 19th. Well, that's all we have in Express News. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.